Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back, everyone. We do have our new matchup here. It is, of course, going to be the second map of the best of three. iPet versus BTR. Oh, do you see some of the players here from iPet playing this more in a more passive hold, though there is a player there in short who might have considered going a bit more aggressively. The other players from BTR taking over full presence of long, not opposed by a single CD thus far. And as the smoke grenades do remain there for the cross, they're going to have an easy time making their way to the bomb site, as in fact, there's not a single player on the site here from iPet. There are a couple there from short. Jerome now holding the flank, does pick up a kill there in F-core, and Marcel goes down. And that's the thing, Jerome in a great position to find some of these kills here. Impression even jumps down there in CT. And yeah, the round is pretty much crumbling here for iPet, even though the players still have a decent amount of HP. The Glocks will just gun you down, and welcome to the clutch. Mutant 1 versus 3. In this sort of difficult predicament, I don't think Mutant can actually pull this one off, but ooh, player boosted up. That's nice. And Impression goes in. Oh, he goes in for only 2 points of health and succeeds with the headshot. So yes, BTR, great way to start things off here on the second map with a pistol round victory. Is of course now BTR in position where they do have the superior weaponry, and you know, going for some of these aggressive plays must be done with caution. On the other hand, iPet, they're just banking on the aggression. They're hoping to find some of these openings here. We do see some of the players there from the iPet squad, or shall I say one player has pushed up very aggressively. I'm not sure who it is there from iPet, but he's now in the tunnels area. And if anything, I think he's going to pursue to go towards the lower there. There we go. There's Enibacilla to pick up a kill. Now, they don't really check the player here, which is a big mistake. F-Core pulls off one. And the remaining players, at least they do have the bomb with him, so they will be able to plant the bomb here in the bomb set, uncontested by any CTs. Unless they want to try to attempt the retake, which is going to be a bit more difficult. Smoke grenade blocks off their vision. They even have a second smoke grenade to boot, so Jerome very easily can throw it out. But here's flying to pick up a kill. Impression getting 2. And that is going to be a round here for BTR. They make it 2-0. But it was still quite costly. They ended up losing 3 of their players to, at the end of it all, just pistols. Simple round here from BTR, taking over some of that presence here in the long area. Pretty much unopposed by any of the players here. We do see Mutant going out for a bit of a more aggressive play, but does not succeed. And now BTR, they find somebody's kills here, and I think they're just going to continue on pushing forward. There we go, ADR takes down MSL. And now this is a point where you don't even have to overthink this one. If you're BTR, you take your players, plant the bomb here at the bomb site, and just hold it. wonder if they can even keep the weapons here, iPet. It looks like BTR are going to try to hunt them down, and looks like they will. They're going to keep that Krieg intact, and that is going to be another round here for the likes of BTR. 3-0 for now. Upshot coming in, not going to land though. On the other hand, we do have two of the iPet players picking up the double off setup. That's going to be Lily, position himself towards long area. And we also have Mutant here in the tunnels, who's in fact pushing in through. He's not slowing down. He wants to try to find the early engagement here. And I think that could be a big mistake, but he has slowed down with the aggression. Well, not even need for the flash. He just goes in with a straight-up commitment. BTR still do have a trade, and that is a good thing here for the T's. Smoke grenade. That's going to block off the vision there for, I think that's MSL in that position. With 40 seconds remaining, I think, yeah, this is going to be a commitment here from the guys from BTR, but I like the way they're doing it. They're throwing down the utility. They're going to make sure that once they enter the site, the vision of the smoke grenades. Oh, but this, talking about vision. ADR, he anticipates the player to be there. He sees that there is a guy, but he can't come out on top, and F-Core wins his gunfight. F-Core trying to land the shot with the Yogg, but now it's Jerome here on the site. Lily takes him down. Impression, not the best angle to be in. He will try to win the fight, but he's out there in the middle of nowhere. Another round here for iPet, as he finally secured here on Dust 2. Faster approach here from BTR, but look at this Lily. He's playing this one so aggressive right now. Very well done. Very well done indeed. We do see some of the players here from BTR. They do try to punish them, and I mean, Lily, that's the thing. He goes up in top mid all the way there to find a kill here. And the problem is, though, can't really capitalize on more than that. Can he, though? Sees the guy in double doors. He smacks him down, and Mutant's still in the sight. Doesn't even pull the trigger, interestingly enough. There is one more player here in the tunnels, and with the bomb being dropped there, now the guy in tunnels has to survive here. He needs the backup there from middle. Jerome needs to hold this by this point. He can try to reveal his position. That's one way to do it, but Impression now looks towards the window, shuts down Mutant. And now there's only one more player remaining. I like this from BTR, that they are sticking this one together. This is nice to see. But flying is in a pretty peculiar position, and they may not notice him at first. Molotov thrown out. That might just prompt them to be a bit more careful about the left side of the site, because that's where the grenade came from. Yeah, already we can see that once they've entered, they're looking at it towards car, thinking, oh, that's where the Molotov came from. But no, it came from the tunnels. And we see at BTR, they have reset the economy here for iPet. I think it is still going to be a purchase here. I mean, 4 guys can very easily buy the M4s. Have some utility to work with as well. But I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be the purchase here. Not? Okay, that's interesting. iPet going to keep things civil. Not going for a force buy here. Going to save some of that money before committing. utility to take over long. I like this approach here from the BTR guys. They're sticking this one together. Now they think they're about to commit to this bomb site play, but it is quite satisfying. Dreezer out here by his lonesome will be shut down here by F-Core, and they're definitely doing the damage here, iPet. This is nice to see. As it is going to be a situation here for the BTR players where, yes, they're going to continue on holding the bomb site. Once the bomb has gone down, this is very difficult for them to accomplish anything by this point. Lily maxed in his position. Hopes to acquire something, but it is going to be quite hard here. ADR. Going to find some of these players here. He takes down the short guys. CT guy falls as well. This is pretty much the round here. 5th round here for BTR. The Mutant is going to keep that AK-47 in the works. That's going to allow him to save up some of that money, get some of that better utility. Rome opens things up here for BTR. I think it is going to be still a commitment here from the guys of BTR towards Jordan. They're actually finding the kill there and flying. Not too shabby, knowing that ADR just went out there by his lonesome. And we do see it, right? Jerome picking up a kill. And it seems like this is a scenario in which the guys here from iPet, if they want to try to go for this one, first of all, they need to wait for the smoke to bloom. Because if they do push out through the smoke, they're just going to get absolutely shut down. So yes, they have to be careful about their approach. Still a trade, which isn't too bad. And their Mutant picks up a kill there, and now we're down to the 1 versus 2. It is Impression up against 2 of these CTs here. If they do come from 2 different angles at the same time, that's going to be very difficult for Impression to deal with. One of them goes through, and the second one peeks out. That is going to be another round here for iPet. As they do secure it, this is going to be a, let me see, I'd like to see an eco here for BTR, but there is a possibility where Dreer, Jerome, Caddy can buy, so I'm not so sure. And there we go, the 4 spy it is. Couple of AK-47s come to play. Impression probably with the Galil, right? Let's have the Galil to work with. And of course here the nades as well. Looks like iPet were hoping to see some sort of early aggression here in tunnels, but that's clearly not the case. And we do see some of the players here right now from the BTR side actually being softened up by some early utility here for iPet, so that is pretty good. I mean, they throw down the utility, they're able to do the damage, not too shabby. It is now the possibility here for BTR to still pull off an elaborate fake here. They could very easily do it. But the way things are going right now, BTR, they have 4 players in short. One of their individuals is in long. I think he's going to try to pull off a flank here. Or at least wrap around on some of these players here. The main push, in fact, it will be happening here through the short area. There's one smoke grenade. These do have a second one, but it is going to be a commitment here. The flash is ineffective, to say the least. And as they're entering the bomb site, they're being shut down here by Lily. The guy who wasn't long not that long ago has decided to depart. He's up here with his teammates in short, and there we go. This is looking a disastrous round here for BTR. They're losing all their players here, and do have ADR and Impression. The last remaining players. There's Flying picking up a kill. ADR gets it done. But this is going to be a round here for iPet. There's no way in the world ADR here with 15 seconds remaining does try to pull this one off. It's impossible. Saving the up though, that is possible and probably would have been wise of him to do so, but this is still going to be a round here for iPet, and most importantly, they have reset the economy here for BTR, which means with the reset kicking in, this is a good opportunity as any for iPet to minimize the scoreline difference and make it only, what? Yeah, if they win this round, that's going to be only 1 round difference, so it's not that bad. However, even though it is a pretty simple eco, I mean, it's no secret that even these pistols right here can do some damage here. Let's see if that's going to be the case here. Flying going a bit aggressively here, but does secure the early kill here on ADR. But most importantly, this is in fact a commitment here from BTR through the B split. They're entering middle, and that is just a shutdown. Can't even go through the window as they get stuck, and they get eliminated. 4th round here for iPet, and now it's going to be BTR with the, from what I could tell, a not that bad of a purchase here. They can definitely try to go for it. We'll have the AK-47s, and I think for a team like BTR, a good purchase for them is just to have the AK-47s. Once they have it, then they can begin to do some serious damage. There we go. Lily opens things up here for the roster. Many players here from BTR. This might cause some chaos amidst their ranks. And they did lose one of their players pretty early here in the match, I'd like to say. Now it is a situation in which, you know, the BTR players, they're kind of in a doable situation where I think they are yet again going to attempt the B-side hit, but one thing I do want to see out of them is obviously a smoke there towards CT, and have also someone coming in from the tunnels. This is now the optimal approach here from BTR. They should be able to get something done here, but again, they're being shut down here. Impression finds the timing, sees the player, they both line up for him, and that's going to allow BTR to secure the bomb plant, and most importantly, a post-plant situation, a winnable one at that. Taking the B-bombs, it is no easy cookie, especially if you have players like Impression entering from the back lines. And yes, that is going to be now a 6th run here for BTR, and we can see it at iPet. The good thing for them is the one saving grace, money. They got loads of it. They can invest. That's not that big of an issue. Jerome picks up the first initial kill here on Mutant. I guess we will see the iPad roster actually even still sticking to this aggressive play. Not sure if I agree with it, Lily, but he still comes out on top. There is a second player here. I'm not sure what he's doing by that point. Jumping around the staircase like that? I mean, Lily, that's first of all, that's aggressive. Second of all, that is quite stupid. I just don't know what to say. BTR have the advantage. Still, a 4 versus 3 is pretty good here for the terrorist side. And the thing is, the fact of the matter, there's not a single player here on the A side. iPet, you have one guy in long, sure. The other guys are focused on the middle as well as the B side. No one's really looking at short. That's the avenue of attack BTR can go through and exploit them. And there we go. The mid defender goes down. By this point of view, BTR, they should have enough confidence to attempt a hit on one of these bomb sites. Which one will it be? I think it's the ace site right now. The players entering here. Jerome, hoping to spot out someone here. Maybe on the site, maybe through long, but Marcel is probably saving his AUG, and no, he's walking into the crosshairs of Jerome. That's going to be the 7th round here for BTR. And even though not too long ago, just a couple rounds prior, iPad had a decent amount of money. I think a couple of players sitting comfortably at the $8,000, $6,000 and whatnot, and now they're broke. Now it is back to the eco. Now it is BTR in a position to secure yet another round. shot coming in from Jerome, punishing the aggression here from F-Core. Now, I think it would have been a bit more successful if F-Core would also had Mutant to back him up. I mean, the op can only kill one of the opponents unless both of them line up. And they're spread out all over the map. I mean, they don't even seem to care too much about the bomb. The bomb's back at T-spawn. You got players here on the A side, players in middle, the B side. And now I think they realize, hold on just a sec, guys. I think we're the terrorists, right? We gotta plant the bomb. That's what matchmaking has told me. And MSL somehow picks up a kill. They even go for the jump spot there. Well, not the jump spot, just in general a jump up there to deter the opper from shooting the bullet, or once he does shoot it, probably is going to have to overshoot because of the trajectory of the jump. Which has been kind of common practice in this region. From what I've been able to observe, it's whenever you are a player with an AK-47, or let's say a player with an AK-47, SMG, doesn't really matter. I've noticed that a lot of times players are peeking corners by jumping into them. It seems to be like European Counter-Strike, it's either the wide peaks or the jiggle peaks to bait off a shot to then go in for the wide peak. Here it's the jump peak, and pray while it's jumping you can actually land the shot. So it has been the meta, it looks like, for this region, quite different to Europe. Here the impression, Caddy picking up kills apiece. Now look at the grid here for the likes of iPet. In the past 5 or so seconds, they used two of their better players, I guess you could say. Good shot from Lily. Next time around, if BTR want to peek Lily in this angle, you're going to have to flash him out. That's at the very least. Now, he has jumped down here. He's out here in CT spawn. And I think for now, this is the position where the remaining players here from BTR probably going to commit to this B-side play. 40 seconds remaining. Another smoke on the CT spawn area will deter them from pushing through the smoke. And if they do want to go for it, that's a madman's game. So here, Mutant might just have an angle here on one of these players here. He actually spots him out. There's F-Core also picking up a kill on the side. This round is falling apart here for BTR. Mutant gets it done. And now F-Core up against the one player. They should be able to pick him off here. Jerome knows where the players are stationed at. And he tries to take the fight and can't succeed. 5th round here for iPet. I'm surprised how they've left that one. Like, it was looking so good for BTR at one point. It was just a 3 versus 4. You're thinking, right. BTR, they commit to the B-bomb side. They eliminate that one player. Boom. It's easy. Ass around for BTR, but they flustered it. Once the smoke grenade ended up fading there in CT spawn, the other one that was thrown down there was a bit too deep and it allowed one of the players to peek on through and take down, who was it? Was it Jerome? No, I think it might have been someone else there from BTR. Jerome was left in a 1 versus 3. Long presence, as well as mid presence here from Dreer. He takes down Mutant in that position. And now that's going to force out, I think, the majority of the iPet players to put a lot of focus on short as well as middle. However, is anyone even looking towards long? Lily was looking at, but he's going to get shut down here by DR. Caddy as well to pick up a kill. There's only 2 more players remaining here, NMSL and F-Core. Both of them in the CT spawn area. Both of them in the midst of maybe attempting the retake. But in a 1 versus 5, that is very difficult. And there we go, Caddy picks up a kill, and there we go, 9 rounds here for BTR. 9 rounds is a very formidable scoreline, especially knowing the fact that you have now reset the economy of your opponents. They're just going to have to go for the simple eco, it seems like. GR. Oh, that's some good timing. But it is going to be him to come out on top. And on the back of said push, Mutant caught out with an 8 in hand. Still somehow wins the fight with the UMP, oddly enough. And now this is it. This is where BTR just running around in circles. You have players here on the A side. Players are trying to commit through tunnel. And, of course, Fate's styling on some of these players here. He's going to get the last kill. That's 10 rounds here for BTR. And this is a pretty convincing T side. I mean, the majority of the work, I think, here for a team like BTR had to be done here on the T side. They've got themselves the 10 rounds. Now it's going to be an easy cruise, I think, here on the CT side. It should be an easy cruise because a team like BTR seems to be the better side on the CT side. But we'll see about that. The investment does come through here. A decent amount of utility for iPet, in fact. We have 2 of the players on the smoke grenades, 2 flashes as well. And I think someone's been bought a P250, I'd like to say. Yeah, Mutant's got a P250 and so does F-Core. Though it's interesting when you think about it, because the way this setup kind of works out, it mostly give the P250 to the player who's got the armor. But here, Caddy is about to see a lot more players coming in. He could use the backup here, but it's also dishing out additional damage and kills as well. Good shots coming in there from iPet. They're able to retaliate. But is that going to be enough? There's still a player on the B-bomb side, interestingly enough. Now flying, long-range engagement with the Glock. He wins that one. There's now an MSL here in a position where he should be good for the 1 kill. Do they check him? Jerome actually went for the pre-fire, and now he's going to take him down. The defuse kit here is still in the hands here of BTR. They're going to continue on pushing forward. Impression, hoping to spot out here someone on the side. He wants to throw down the smoke grenade, but while he does, though, his buddy's down. There's only 1 more player to left, and Impression, oh yeah, he's going to have to find him in the smoke. That's the big problem here. F-Core can just hide here, chill here in the smoke grenade, and he actually finds the kill, but does he have the time though? I don't think he does. He does! He does! Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, that is a round I don't think you should be winning if you're BTR. I'm sorry, but that 2 versus 1 Impression with the last bullet finds the kill. Gets the defuse just in the nick of time. I think it had to be something like 0.003. I don't know. It had to be something ridiculous like that. Pushing through here, Caddy. Will have his teammates backing him up. He doesn't even have to hide in the pit, to be honest. They can just scope the straight up aim duels. They have each other to back him up. And there we go. This is pretty much another round here for BTR in the books. iPet's force buy is unsuccessful. Jerome picking up a kill. And yes, this round is more or less going in favor here of the likes of BTR. We do have Lily maybe trying to dish out some additional damage here, but he's going to get spotted out with a guy in T-spawn, and he somehow wins that fight. But yes, 12 rounds are now for BTR, and a possibility to even extend their scoreline because iPet, they've run out of money. It is going to have to be just the simplest of ecos. Mutant. Go for the shots, go for the pre-fire, hoping to find some easy kills here, and I still say that if you're a team like BTR, committing to some of these gunfights, I don't think is the wisest of choices because you're gonna get shut down like Fate's got right there. But yeah, we do see some of these kills working out here. There we go, that's gonna be, at the end of it all, still a pretty clean round. They keep 4 players intact. Money's gonna be looking pretty good here for BTR, but if anyone's struggling right now in this position, it's gonna have to be the guys here from iPet. If they don't secure this round, well, things are going to go down south pretty quickly. So an important round to win here for the iPet squad. As we do see, the players have invested in some great weaponry, all things considering. And AWPL is also out here for Lily. There were chances where he was thinking of buying even the op on T's side. He was contemplating about it on Mirage, but here he goes for it, as he has been doing, pretty good work here with the sniper rifle, I must say. And he is, in fact, one of the highest ranking individuals here for iPet as well. But even though he is the highest, I mean, there's not that big of a scrolling difference between some of his teammates. He's sitting on 12. I thought there is an individual on 11, Mutant on 10. So it's still not that great here for iPet. They don't really have an individual who's now stepping up massively for this side. Lately, though, this is good. They have an op in their position. He's the one able to enter the side. He is clearing out the angles. But now Dreer needs the back of his own teammates right now. He does have a second guy on the side. So they may be surprised to witness two guys here on the bomb site here. iPet, they take down one. They don't take down Dreer just yet. They finally do so, but in return, Caddy and CD Spawn wins one gunfight, a second one as well. This has now become somewhat more doable clutch for him. But again, a 1 versus 2 retake on the B bomb side. Not that easy whatsoever. Firing off the shots is, I think that's muted that position. Caddy's gonna get a headshot at, and that is going to be another round here for iPet. It is a simple round here for BTR, only the pistol, as you could say, and I'd say so as well, but they are in the hands of some of these BTR players, and they have been quite impressive moving forward here to Lily. But the SG does take down Dreer. Good for frag to find. F-core as well. The aggression not stopping down anytime soon here. Caddy didn't really see Lily in that position. This is good. This is a good spot there. Gonna allow Lily to pick up a kill as well to back away safely with his life intact and SG in his hands. It is now Impression alongside Jerome. Hoping to find a kill here on Lonesome Lily, and that would be quite good for them. They find a kill here, they can recover now an AK-47. They can also recover an SG-553, so yeah, this is quite important here for them. Keeping some of that weapon intact. Gonna ease off the pressure in their upcoming purchase. Impression as the fighter against F-core, and yes, this is going to be the 17th round here for iPet. As this round is coming to a close here, we can see that Impression here with the SG-553 does go down. Would have been a great weapon for the CT defensive, but now they must have the AK-47, and even that's the question: can they keep it? Looks like Fates can. Purchase coming in from both of these teams here. Of course, for BTR, things are looking... I'd say things are looking pretty fine here in terms of weaponry. They have their choice of AUGs and 4s, AK-47s. On the other hand, though, the tunnel push. It shouldn't work out this for iPet, but they do run out at the opportune time. There are going to be trades, though, and successful trades for iPet. Put themselves in a free-on-free scenario in which, if you're BTR going for the retake, isn't a fool's game just yet. If they find the frag quick enough, they can still pull this one through, but they must be very quick here. They're running out of time. They only have Jerome here on the defuse kit, and there we go. Lily picks up the kill on Caddy, and I think BTR must conceal this one, but no, they're going for it. They're going for the retake, and they're going to get absolutely shut down. That is 8 rounds here for iPet, and with that 8th round coming in, they have yet again reset the economy here for BTR. And of course, guys, for those who are tuning in right about now, This is the best of 3 here, iPet versus BTR. The first map was Mirage. It did win in favor here for the BTR guys. I think they wanted, let me think, was 16-9, I'd like to say. Oh, there you go. Caddy picks up the kill there at MSL. Gonna try to retreat with that AK-47, and this aggression is not slowing down. Like, Trier's not gonna play this one aggressive, clearing out the angles, hoping to spot out the player there on the stairs. He might just be able to punish him, and so does ADR. He picks up the headshot. And as far as rounds like this are concerned, BTR doing the damage here. Fates, you might want to give that AK-47 to your teammate. Come on, Fates. You get that AK-47 for the teammate. Then, in that position, Impression is able to back away with not just the deagle, but with an AK intact. So now this is going to be a situation in which the players here from iPet will commit to the A side take, and once they have taken over bomb's control, they of course plant the bomb. Pretty basic stuff. But if you're a Drea in Impression, for sure, they can go for it. They're gonna try to attempt this situation, I see. There's a player coming in from CT. Lily, though, looking towards Stungo. Poor timing for Impression, though. Someone tells me, yeah, another round here for iPet. Lily will secure himself 4 kills, and that will be now only a 4-round difference between the two teams. Beforehand, it was 13. Yes, at one point it was 13-5. Right now it is 13-9. So of course, iPet. I did not expect them to have so much success here on the terror side of Dust 2, but I have been proven wrong. They're doing a fine job at it. Really doing a solid job here for the Dust 2 terror side. There have been some good timings for them. I'm not going to lie. They found themselves some very good timings, some very good positions. I wish they could really punish the CTs. And at this point, if you're a team like iPet, it looks like they're going to keep things pretty simple. 4 players walking out from middle. Look at this again. BTR not expecting the aggressiveness, and they're again being caught out with their pants down. This has been happening time and time again, and now the BTR players, they're going to try to hold this one down. The bomb is making its way, though. Fifth Core will take down one of these players, and Jerome gets it done. So yes, 14 rounds here for BTR. Again, another hectic round here between the two teams. I'm not going to lie, it was very hectic. But it will be a victory here for BTR. We can see iPet still have enough money in their bank accounts to make the investment here. And yes, for this round they can invest. But in the world, if they end up losing this one, money is in the bin. And in fact, a similar situation here is for BTR as well. So the winner of this one will have much better odds at actually closing out the game right now. So it's very important for iPet and for BTR to secure this victory on the 24th round. Flash is raining in. Not much to say though. BTR playing this one pretty safe manner. We might see the first engagement here towards long, it looks like. We do have ADR there with the FAMAS. And it looks like it's going to be a simple push here from iPet. Though the one thing I don't really like is with this commitment here, they only have the 2 smoke grenades to use here. But if they do win the fight against F-Core, this opens up a whole realm of possibilities. The long player has to look back here, and F-Core is going to punish him. This is an ace side. Open up here as easy as it can be. And iPet, with them winning this round, we can see the economy here for BTR is going to be in a horrible predicament. So what a crucial round to win here for iPet. Hiding the AWP there from the CT is quite an understandable choice. But by this point, none of the CTs are even thinking about going towards A side. They know there's players. We don't want to fight them. Let's just stay around here on the side. Right, BTR investing in this one. Well, when I say investing, the two players who actually had the rifles from the previous round, they're the ones who invested in some of that utility, and that's about it, really. The other guy's just sticking here with a pistol, so I guess you shouldn't expect too much out of them. ADR already gets pummeled there. Looking towards the Global Tunnel. Not really thinking about any players being in top mid, which is now a big mistake. He allows iPet to find the first opening kill. This is now a pretty doable position here for iPet. If they're going to keep up the pace here, they're still in a pretty good position to secure themselves the second map here. Again, taking over long presence. That's the name of the game here for iPet. The smoke grenade. Wow, I've not seen that smoke grenade. What does it do there? Does it actually block off the vision there? Wow, that is a very neat little smoke. You throw it down on the ledge of the door, and it's as good of a smoke as a smoke for the double doors, pretty much. It's just that the double door smoke, I think even if you throw down a smoke on the double doors, if there's a player on the other side here, closer by towards CZ spawn, with say an AWP, I think it can still spot out someone jumping in on Xbox. If you throw it out at such an angle, no one can really see you jumping in on Xbox. So that is, wow, that is a very nifty little smoke. Definitely, guys, if you want to learn some new smokes here, look back at this demo. I don't think I've ever seen it when throwing it down, nor in casual play, but then again, it is casual play, but not even in pro play, so that's very interesting. That was a nice angle. Fades was pretty much standing around there, waiting for the bomb to explode, and the M4 just lands into his hands. That's just pretty much some dude perfect stuff. Dude perfect. CSGO trick shots. Well now, iPet. All of the players, except for one individual, seems to be heading over towards tunnels. Oh, that was... I mean, it's a good thing that the nade was from your own teammate. If that would have been an opponent's nade, that would have done so much damage there. Now it looks like iPet again going out very aggressively here towards the middle area. They have been successful in the past, and I think their success shall continue on here. Impression to speak on in. Let's drop the bomb carriers. That is a pretty good kill to pick up, and Trader actually gets... Oh no, it's... ADR loses his life to the Molotov his own buddy. That's a big mistake here. Jerome loses his teammate. But this is a round where I think he's going to have to attempt the retake here. In 1 versus 2, if there's anyone who can win this one, I think it can be Fates. But it's not easy. He sees the player there. Might just be able to win the first gunfight here, but Mutant is closely looking towards the window. And Fates is just going to run into his bullets. 12-14 right now as BTR. Again, the money situation is kind of bad for them, but at least Treezer has built up around $8,000. He can very easily drop his own teammates. So it's not as bad as it might have seemed at first glance. Do you see the iPad players? 5 AK-47, loads of utility to work with. There seems to be a couple of individuals heading out there towards the long, but they won't be greeted by a single CT player, and I think this is, again, another elaborate fake here from the guys of iPet. As if we take a look at the minimap, we shall see that the bomb carrier alongside his teammates are here in the tunnels area, so I think this is where the main push will take place. Or will it, though? This is odd. I'll see this, because they throw down the smoke grenades, they throw down the utility on the B bomb site, but they don't even contest it, and it's not really a fake, because even though you throw down the utility, BTR has still got a lot of time on the clock to understand that, wait, there's no one here. So right now, they might be overthinking this one, iPet, but they're still good at finding the headshots, and that's the important bit. It is going to be 2 more players remaining here for BTR, who can still try to stop this one, but Jerome, he scopes off at the worst possible time, and again, the bomb set isn't here in the hands of iPet, and I think if you're BTR, they must conceal yet another round. Going for the retake is a difficult thing, and it's a fool man's choice. BTR are no fools. They're just going to keep their weapons intact, keep them in for the next round. That's when they can pull off the purchase. So I do like the sentiment from the players here. And of course, this is now a position where, I mean, there's only... Wait, let's see. And I'm now wondering about the situation because with the save here from BTR, I think even if they end up losing this upcoming round, they will still have enough money to make the purchase. So I guess it's not too bad here for the BTR players, but it's a good time as any to begin winning some rounds here. Like, let's be real. It is their time to win some of these rounds here, and there you go. A counter-terrorist timeout. A proper timeout, not just a technical issue, a technical pause, a real 30-second timeout. There we go, BTR. They know how close they are on winning this one. And the thing is, though, they realize how close they are losing it as well. So it's important to take a pause right here, right now, have a discussion here amidst the BTR players. Who, again, like, for me, it's quite interesting. Like, what language do they communicate? Because you have players who, I would presume, speak Mandarin. Then you have Fates the Estonian, who I doubt speaks Mandarin. And I think there's also a player from Indonesia, if I recall correctly. So, I mean, I wonder how they communicate it all. Like, the complex thoughts here. 5 players towards tunnels. Oh boy, iPet do like keep things simple. One more smoke grenade. I mean, pushing through the smoke like this, I can't say I'm a very big fan of this. But in the past, their aggressiveness has been the main reason why they have won these rounds. So they can't slow down right now. Impression, though, trying to do some damage here, and it does hit fly into that position. Still, there is a lot of time here for iPet, and yet this is the commitment here. They're entering the B bombs, but the crossfire is good. BTR picks up 2. It's Dreer's here to pick up himself the 2, and there could be a lot more he needs to find, and he gets 3. He's done his job, and the nade... Oh, I think the nade might have bounced back to actually kill himself in that position. It's a good thing he has been avoided. Well, I'd say the guilt. But the shame, yeah, it would have been quite dissatisfying to die in such a manner. There we go. 2 more rounds for iPet to secure overtime. It's definitely a possibility by this point, but BTR, they had the talk, they had the team talk, they won that round. For them, it's only 1 more to go. Who's gonna do it? Flash is running it over towards short. This is going to allow the iPad players to acquire some of this presence here, and it doesn't look like they're opposed as of right now. BTR playing this one quite safe, except for Caddy. He goes for the aggressive play, and he gets punished. I'm not sure if that was the correct way to approach this round, especially as it could possibly end the chances here for BTR. That is going to be iPad. Continue with the push here. There's only 1 player on the side right now, so if they overwhelm the lonesome side defender, who is Fates in that position with the AWP, that's it. They have the bomb site, they have themselves the round even. Dreer and ADR just gonna have to keep their weapons. They're gonna have to save them. But they don't. They go for the retake. That's the odd bit I don't understand. If you're BTR, you've pretty much lost this round. Why even attempt to go for the retake? Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, they still have money to work with, but with the extra money in their possession, they would have had like the full-on purchase. We're talking the few skits here. For all players, everyone having a piece of utility. And now it's just going to be 2 ops, 2 AUGs, and 2 players stacked fully in utility. So it's not too bad here for BTR, but like I said, it could have been much better in that regard. Do you see the players here from iPet having themselves full presence as long? Again, they're not opposed by a single player here from BTR. From what I can tell. This might just be another hit here on the A-bomb side here. Impression, there's some good damage being dealt on the player here. Picks up the kill with a short push. Not a big fan of that. Caddy picks up the kill there on Lily. And as they've gone for this mid-aggression, they've completely abandoned long, and that's a big mistake. iPet in a position where they can plant the bomb here. The nade does some damage here. Caddy picks up the kill. Fly almost goes down here. And Mutant here through long. This is a good angle for him to hold. He picks up the first one. He is concentrating towards CT though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Big mistake! Fates misses a crucial shot. And now Dreer alongside Caddy. Oh no, this round is falling apart. Mutant gets 4 in quick succession. And if Fates lands the upshot, that round is over. He misses it on a guy that he wasn't even looking at him. And now we're here. Overtime is upon us, children. You see a push coming in from some of these iPet players here. The good thing right now in overtime is that both teams will have loads of money, so there can be no excuses. This is, however, still an interesting predicament here as Dreer does pick up a couple kills here. One more player here is looking towards the cross here. Jerome deals the damage, but not the kill. And now this is quite good here. iPet again in a very good position to plant themselves the bomb here. And as we do see, Lily, no one really looks towards him. And it is going to be a kill here for Jerome. That nade, it's pretty effective. But this will possibly be yet another round here for the iPet squad. Conceded F-core and Mutant. All you have to do is just hold the angles, and that's going to be it. That's going to be enough for them to win. And yeah, Fate's already backed away, even though all of the players started out with $10,000. They want to keep their weapons moving forward. Another pause being taken here, and it's quite understandable here for a team like BTR. I mean, like I said, I think if you're a team like BTR and you had such a massive lead here in the second half, if you're going to lose this one, there's a chance they might lose you on the third map of the best of 3 because it's so frustrating. It's super frustrating to lose another series in which you've got yourself the lead. Let's see the aggressiveness here towards long. There's going to be some retaliation here in AK Fire, and Lily even dings his own teammate. Hope that's not going to be a big issue. So now we do see some of the players here who are in an interesting position here. It looks like Caddy wants to try to find the opening here towards short. He might try, so not sure if he can succeed. There is going to be only, what, 2 more rounds remaining here in the first half of overtime. So these rounds are so important here, and we can see that this team, you know, iPet, they're feeling quite twitchy about it. They know how close they are to victory. They can almost taste it by this point. But they still want to remain calm and collective. Caddy spots to the player and doesn't even think about a player being a short. Caddy throws down the nade. Lots of damage there on Lily. And now that's the thing. If you're a team like BTR, where shall you go? You don't have to really. You just can hold this one down, eliminate the guys in short who were carrying the bomb, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. This is going to be another situation here in which BTR, though, should be able to close this one out. These players are so low in HP. The dunk, though, comes in, but it won't do a lot of damage. I thought it's going to be a better graded position, but anyhow, this round is pretty much over here. He might try to retrieve the bomb, but he's going to get shut down from the smoke. 16-16 here as BTR equalized the scoreline. Push coming through from some of the players here from iPet, but again, they're back at it again to sticking together as a unit. They might just be able to overwhelm the player here who is holding the pit area. He should be shut down here. There we go, the force of players. What can you do when you have so many players coming towards you? Nothing much, really. Nothing much. It is now going to be iPet, and again, a very winnable position. The question is, though, can they close this one out at this time around? It's a 4 versus 5. The rotation has come in, though, so they might be punished here, iPet. As they're deploying all of their utility here, it's quite obvious what's going on here. At the 50-second mark, this is going to be a commitment here on the A bomb site. BTR must fight for this one. This is the last round of the first half here of overtime. Impression picks up kill, though. He's got his team in here on shot already. ADR with the AUG picks up a kill at the zone. He goes for more, but he gets taken out. Now it's all to Impression here. Does he want to go for the jump shot? He does, and he succeeds. Good shot coming in. He goes for more, but he can't land it. Now Mutant and Lily, the last two remaining players here from iPet. Still a pretty winnable situation, though the nade won't connect. Jerome, though, he's got the deagle. Not sure why Lily even peeks him at that position. There's Dreer to get the kill. And there we go. That's going to be 17-16 in favor of BTR as they finally secured the last two rounds. This is now an interesting situation here for a team like BTR because they are taking the timeouts, so they clearly want to try to come into some sort of game plan in this situation. But the thing is, though, one of their main successes previously was just banging out the heads of the opponents, and they were so good at it. Now I'm kind of worried here. If they're going to begin to overthink their current position, that's where I think mistakes can be made. Do you see now, of course, a proper investment here from the likes of iPet, as they haven't seen so much weapon in a while here on the CT side. I don't think there was ever a time where we saw a double op setup on the CT side of this too. They were really lacking in the money department. And one thing we do see is, in fact, the players here from iPet going for a bit of a more aggressive setup, at least towards short, that is. Two players sticking it together. As well as towards tunnels, there is one player who, I'm not sure what weapon he has. He has a sniper rifle that is going to be Lily in that position. He's also holding a more of an aggressive angle. Now the remaining players in short, I think they will commit to the take. Now they still have time on their side. They don't necessarily have to commit to the take on A. But the way they're moving right now, we will see some early confrontation here, I believe. Molotov's running in. The player is kind of stuck there. The Molotov doesn't allow the player to retreat here, and it is going to be Mutant to take the hit. The first player to go down here for iPet. There's a second one to boot. And now this is looking quite dire here. Dire straits here for iPet. They need to find some of these kills here. And it's working out here from middle. Lily, the only player on the B bumps it should be, and of course is gonna go down. And Marcel is the only player here with the AUG in this point. Of course, you can attempt the retake, but it is gonna be quite difficult. At this point, I think it is going to be another round here for BTR, attempting the 1 versus 3 retake on the B bomb side. Is very difficult, and Marcel now knows that. 18-16 is the scoreline in which iPet, they're in a pretty good situation right now. They're in a position where they might just be able to try to claw back their way on the CD side. Yes, they did not succeed in the first round here, on the second half in overtime, but they're on the CD side, arguably the side they definitely want to pick up the majority of the rounds here. And it seemed like iPet can pull it off. But obviously we have to understand BTR. For them, it's the one round. The one round that they secure themselves another chance to play for a spot in the minor. That's the big thing about it, because both of these teams have been knocked out to the lower bracket. I think this is round 3 of the lower bracket, I'd like to say. So both of these teams have played a couple of best of 3s, I think 3 in total, if not even more. Mutant to pick up a kill. ADR though. Ooh, that is going to be ADR hitting the floor. So now we only have 3 players here from BTR. This is quite good here for iPet. They're making things very doable. They shouldn't be able to lose this one. They have to close it out, but Jerome picks up a kill. There is one player very close by the smoke. Don't tell him he's going to push in through there. That'd be risky there from Flying. All he has to do is just wait. Play the waiting game. Once the smoke's out of fading, he can commit here. But oh no, mistakes are being made. They can't hold this one off. It's BTR now on the brink of securing the series point. Mutant and F-Core. Mutant coming in there from CD spawn. Maybe he's going to try to wallbang the old Mercedes, but that is quite difficult. Mutant coming through here with the sniper rifle. He can't get it done. 1 versus 3. Quite difficult even for a player of his caliber. And 19-16 wasn't the cleanest games of Counter-Strike, but at the end of it all, BTR closed it out, and that's going to be it here for today. 3 best of 3s done. We had a lot of good games here, a lot of overtimes as well, but that's going to be it for me, folks. The name's Mr. Danny. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and I hope to see you all next time. But for now, we're going to head on over to commercial break, and that's it for today. Have a good one, folks.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.